19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. 73 degrees here at the studios of The Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary. Nice looking day. Look at that. What beautiful Thursday. It feels like, what does it feel like? It feels like Friday. Feels like Friday. The forecast is a 20% chance we'll see rain today. High temperatures in the upper 80s. Not a bad looking day. Tomorrow, by the way, is the first Friday of November, and that means there'll be a first Friday art walk. I'm looking forward to that, and the weather looks pretty good. Only a 10% chance of rain tomorrow, and high temperatures around 90s. So it might be summer-like. Yesterday was summer-like for sure. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
How you be doing over there?
I'm really good. How are you?
Good. Had a good, interesting day yesterday. We were not here.
No.
So thank you, Dan and Joe Martone, for sitting in and doing the morning show. And Galen Unold also, I know, came in and helped do the morning show. So thank you to those guys for giving us an opportunity to do something special that we like to do.
Yes. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Really appreciate you guys.
We went to Daytona. Not to the beach.
Yeah.
I wanted to. It was so close.
I know.
We went to Daytona State College. That's the full name? That's the correct name?
Yep.
Daytona, not Daytona Beach State, Daytona State College.
Daytona State College.
And we went there for an international festival of some sort.
Yes.
I don't know if I think it was just international festival. So they had international food and international music, and we were among the international music offerings.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So it was kind of fun to do that. And then we came back to Ocala and did a show here in Ocala for a nursing home. So we played for 18-year-olds and 81-year-olds.
I know. Isn't that something?
Yesterday. It was kind of fun. Fun day. So again, thank you, Dan and Joe, for sitting in yesterday.
Thank you, gentlemen. Without you, we couldn't have done it.
We were listening as far as we could.
Yep.
As far as we could pick up the signal, we were listening. So.
Yep. So you guys sounded fun.
Let's see. What are we doing this morning? We have a few things this morning. Some serious things in the news that we can offer some commentary on.
Okay.
There's speculation that that plane that crashed had a bomb on it. Perhaps a barometric sensing bomb, so that it blew up when the plane reached a certain altitude.
Isn't that something?
You heard that already or no?
No, I did not. I'm hearing it for the first time from you.
Interesting bill that's being introduced to give a little discount on boater registration fees.
Oh.
Yeah, if you agree to carry on board or on your person one of those tracking devices. This is in the aftermath of those two boys that were lost at sea.
Uh-huh.
And in fact, one of the fathers was with the Senator Joe Negron of Stewart. He was the guy. He's the politician. He's the elected official. Let me put it that way. Once you're into office, you're an official. You're not a politician at that point.
It always amazes me how any time that somebody is motivated to do something, it's because of money. I mean, now, you have common sense, put a tracking device or something on your boat, but you can get a discount on something. So it's just amazing to me how money seems to rule people's actions.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So news and commentary during that period of time. News bites at 8:35. That's when it's simply news. No commentary is interjected, and we simply give you the stories that are out there, and we shorten them so we can squeeze as much in as possible. At 9:05 today, Hank Whittier will be here with Veterans News. He's been doing this for over a decade now, and of course he's been with vets, helping vets even longer than that. And it's always been an honor, and we're proud to have them in here every Thursday. Pastor Brian Sanderson and John Batten will be in the studio. Pastor Sanderson is the pastor of the Druid Hills United Methodist Church, and John is the co-ordinator of the church, the block party, I should say. And they're having a block party. They do this every year. Yep. It's always a fun event. We've been participants in a few of them. And it's a free family event. We'll get the details at 9:35. 10:05, Rod Robertson is a financial guru. He specializes in business mergers and acquisitions.
Yeah, maybe he's hired by Disney because they do a lot.
Yeah, I won't be doing any. I can't imagine doing a business merger. Winning at Entrepreneurship is the title of his book. Dale Barnett at 10:35. Dale is retired from the U.S. Army. He is a Gulf War veteran. He's the national commander of the American Legion, and he's talking about the American Legion awareness walks. across the United States, bringing attention to the needs and sacrifices of the men and women who have defended our freedom.
Yes. Thank
At
you.
10:50, Dr. Teresa Gleason is coming on, a cognitive neuropsychologist and the acting Deputy Chief Research and Development Officer at the Department of Veterans Affairs in the Office of Research and Development, speaking about ways to express gratitude to veterans for their service and honor, and to discuss the VA's emphasis on the continued research and services of Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah, so that's really hard.
Jolene Hetzler is a registered nurse. She's coming into the studio, right? With Haley Creasy,
Yep.
who's also a registered nurse. They're coming in to talk about ways to navigate a cancer diagnosis. November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and the two ladies will be here as guests of our friends over at Ocala Health.
And I think Suzanne Santangelo will be in today with the two ladies.
Okay, Suzanne from
what I
Ocala
understand.
Health.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Fun with Joe today. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So yesterday, I don't know if you noticed this yesterday or not, Robin. We went to Daytona State College.
Yep.
And what was the first thing we asked? Where is the restroom? First thing we asked, right?
Exactly.
So they pointed the way to the restroom, and we found them, and I was out first.
Yes.
And so while I was waiting for you, I was browsing the bulletin board there in the lobby.
I was putting on my makeup.
And they had a game there called Are You Smarter Than a Daytona State College Student?
Really?
Yeah. And I thought, now this is right up our alley. Well, of course, I didn't want to pull it down off of the bulletin board because I guess you were supposed to look at it and just kind of get a chuckle from the questions.
Did you take a picture of it with your phone?
No, there was a website attached to it.
Oh!
So I got the website and I got the list, and then we're going to play that with Joe. Are you smarter than a Daytona State College student?
Oh, cool.
Fun game. And then this morning, I already showed you what I want to do when we have Galen Unold on the phone from Life South.
Yeah,
by
it's
the
fun.
way, he came in yesterday.
Yes, he did.
He's usually on the phone with us, but he comes into the studio for Dan and Joe.
I know. He just.
I think he graces our studio around Christmas time, right?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Speaking of Christmas, I have some Christmas gifts from the novelty shop.
Oh, cool.
Some Christmas gifts. I shared them with you this morning, so I know you know what they are, but we'll share them with Galen when we're speaking to Galen.
Yep, I've got a favorite.
By the way, speaking of Galen is a sports guy. Mm-hmm. Do you know there's a sports, what do you call it, debate going on right now?
Oh, there is?
Yes.
About what?
About hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
A sports debate about hot dogs.
Okay, I'm in. Whatever it is they're talking about, I'll give my 2 cents.
The debate question. An Atlanta Falcons reporter named Andrew Hirsch tweeted that Matt Ryan does not consider a hot dog to be a sandwich.
Oh.
It's got a lot of people upset, Robin.
Well, I believe that.
The question made its way to the Buffalo Bills locker room.
It did.
And the players are torn. let me just play for you some of their responses to the question. Just forgive the audio; it's not that good, but this is the answers. Some of the answers. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
As a hot dog is a sandwich, I mean it got bread and meat.
Got bread and meat.
I mean that's pretty much what I think of. Bread and meat is a sandwich.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I do not. Why is that? Because I believe sandwich should be horizontal, not vertical.
Yeah.
That would be like, is a taco a sandwich?
There you go.
Yeah. Right.
You're just creating a whole new.
That's a viable argument.
Yeah.
It has bread and meat. I feel like it's some sort of sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the shape of the hot dog is
This is an important question to get to the bottom of.
It is.
Maybe not being a sandwich.
I'm thinking
but I
about
think
it.
It is a kind of sandwich.
No, why not?
Because a sandwich has bread. You eat a sandwich with bread.
Isn't a hot dog inside a
A sandwich has bread.
Well, you can eat a hot dog on beans.
No bun.
like straight out the freezer?
Straight out of the freezer.
Oh, okay. So in other words,
I think a hot dog is a sandwich. A hot dog on a bun or just a hot dog by itself?
Hot dog, however you eat it.
However you eat it.
Normally in
see, I think he's on to something.
Yeah, that's how you normally eat it.
What is that?
Oh, you're wrong, baby.
What is that?
Definitely, it's definitely a sandwich. It's definitely a sandwich.
So they're in disagreement in the
This is a cool debate.
world of sports. Yeah.
I never thought about this debate before.
But the hot dog is the thing in the
the
bun.
hot dog a
The hot dog is the hot dog just the meat, or is the hot dog the meat and the bun together?
The hot dog's the meat and the bun together.
That's what you call a hot dog.
Yeah.
So then that's a sandwich.
Unless you cut it up and put it in beans. And
Well, then there's no bread.
ways.
You don't cut the bread up and put it in beans.
No, just the hot dog.
No, you don't do that.
So the hot dog is multifunctional. It can be a sandwich or it can't be.
Yeah. And the other thing that I thought was funny this morning was the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee, the school you went to, Robin,
Yeah.
is offering voice feminization therapy. This is for the students who were born male, but they really feel they're trapped in a man's body. They want to have a feminine voice. We'll find out on the other side.
Cool.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. 4 dead in central Maine. Investigators say an armed man shot 3 people inside a home in Oakland, then killed himself. Neighbors were shocked.
Very quickly, everything changed. There was a lot of police cars started showing up, and ambulances, and just within 10 to 15 minutes, there was complete chaos here.
All 4 reportedly lived together. Police say a 4-year-old girl in the home was found unharmed. Many intelligence officials believe an ISIS bomb may have brought down that Russian airliner over Egypt's Sinai Peninsula, killing 224.
The Sinai has been at war for more than a year since an insurgency by the so-called Islamic State united militant groups under its black flag. Russia is bombing Syrian rebels, among them the so-called Islamic State, but other groups have been hit harder, notably Al-Qaeda franchise Jabhat al-Nusra.
Sky News' Sam Kiley. Fox News. We report, you decide.
My name is Dale Pazinski. I'm 19 years old, and this is how I live united. I've always been kind of a computer geek, and I found a way to use those skills to help the homeless in my community. For people facing hard times, computer skills and a basic resume are so important. It may seem like a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in people's lives. So with United Way, I created a program where I work with the homeless. Together, we go through their whole job history, write a resume, and then save it on their very own USB drive. We provide workbooks and training certificates. I even budgeted for cupcakes so we can celebrate as a class when one of our people gets a job. That's huge. When somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." That's what Living United feels like to me. My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
And it's bad thoughts about messing up or not being good enough that kill confidence. Self, you can do it. Blowing bubbles can help us fall asleep because it's like a deep breathing exercise helping to calm our body and mind. And since blowing bubbles feels silly, it helps the mind move on from worries that might keep us awake. So throw back some cranberry juice, improve your heart health within 24 hours.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
The Florida State Seminoles travel to Clemson, South Carolina in a game that could decide the bid for the national championship tournament. Will it be Clemson or Florida State representing the ACC? Find out by tuning in this Saturday at 3:30 for Florida State Clemson, brought to you by Tri-Eagle Sales, your local distributor of Bud Light in the Ocala, Marion County community. Florida State football this Saturday at 3:30. Don't miss it on The Source.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Posey. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
25 minutes before 8 o'clock, 73 degrees. Thank you for tuning in. There's a ribbon cutting tomorrow I want you to know about. It's at Webster University at 4414 Southwest College Road in Suite 492. That's in the Heathbrook Shopping Center, just 3 miles west of I-75.
Yep.
The ribbon cutting is also, it's the 100th anniversary party, right?
Yes. It's
and they have food, fun, prizes, an appearance from the mascot named the Gorlock, and a walk
cool
down
looking.
memory lane that celebrates the campus locations around the world. We were not here yesterday, but Mike Fallon, I believe, came in and spoke to Dan and Joe about the 100th anniversary. So it'll be tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yep.
4:30 in the afternoon.
Public is invited. Have fun.
Have you ever taken a job that you really didn't want? You just took it because you wanted to see a little glimpse of what it's like to do that job? Sounds like a fun idea. But this,
yeah, I've never done that.
I think it's a waste of time for the employer. So you have to pretend like you really do want the job. So there's a job opening that I know I would never get.
Oh, okay. Did you want to try for it?
Yeah, I try for it, and I think I'll have to lie a lot.
Okay.
And kind of hopefully not get in trouble too much for lying. But NASA is looking for astronauts.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to lie probably about my age, probably about my education, probably about everything, my weight, everything.
Oh, so the criteria is like up there.
Oh, I'm sure it's up there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they truly are soliciting new people to apply to be astronauts. How about this? I'm not making it up. I don't know about this flight to Mars thing, though. I don't like the whole idea because they say, you're going to go, but you won't come back. It's too big of a mission.
Yeah.
Well, can we wait?
Yeah.
Can we wait till you figure out a way to get back?
Invent the Star Trek thing, and then that'll be fine then. Just do that
What would you do? I mean, if you went to Mars, you'd have to go with somebody else from your species who's the opposite sex.
Why?
No comment? Why?
Yeah.
Well, what's the whole purpose of going up there? Just to die? Don't you want to repopulate the place?
Well, then you have to make sure that the women that go aren't going through menopause.
Your job, right?
That.
You don't want an old
so that's
girl going. Yeah, right.
You need a virile fellow that can
virile, yes,
real bullets and not blanks, and you need a virile woman.
And let's hope that trip doesn't make them both sterile.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Well, you can take care of it before that. I mean, you could do the thing and put it in little petri dishes and then do artificial insemination up there to make sure.
I guess there's a reason. Yeah.
So
But what would you do? You're starting a whole new planet. Although today there's an announcement from NASA. Did you know this about Mars?
No.
There's an announcement they're making today, and it's they're speculating. Everybody's speculating. What do you think they're going to say? What do you think they're going to say? So we'll have to wait for that one. Good morning. You're on the air, I think.
Oh, Robin, you crack me up. Good morning, guys. This is Mike McCoy.
Hey, Mike.
Good morning, Mike.
I may have an answer for you here on the hot dog, okay?
Okay.
Now, I think, I've done a lot of research on this. I mean, I've spent minutes. And I believe that technically a sandwich would be 2 individual pieces of bread with the fillings in the middle. Now, the hot dog and the submarine sandwich are, I believe, those would be classified as a hybrid sandwich.
A hybrid, okay.
Does that make sense?
But
think so.
well, but here's the thing, Mike. Here's the thing, Mike. What is a
efficient sandwich?
What is a bologna sandwich? It's bologna.
I would say a bologna sandwich is a bologna between two pieces of individual bread.
There you go. So what is a hot dog? Is it the meat or is it the combination of meat and bread?
Well, a hot dog has the bread and the meat, but a wiener or a frankfurter would be the meat.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I didn't realize this. So hot dog is the word that refers to the whole package.
Right. Once you
That's what she said.
With the hot dog in the bun, it becomes a hybrid.
Ah, now I know.
Hybrid sandwich.
Well, we'll have to mark that down. Where's my pen?
I have never been offered a hot dog without the bun. So people would say, "Did you want a hot dog?" I'd say yes, and then you get the automatically the bun with the hot dog.
That's true.
Robin, what do they say when they offer you it without the bun?
You want beanie weenies?
Here's a wiener.
Do you want a wiener?
Right, a wiener. Exactly.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
There we go. Thank you, Mike.
I like this.
Too
this
silly.
Is great.
It goes back to the trip to Mars.
Oh, it's connected to that. Yes.
They take wieners to Mars.
You have to have a reason to go there. I mean, I can't imagine going there just to see if that rock really is a frog. It doesn't make any sense.
I agree. And don't forget the buns.
That's right.
If you're going to Mars, you better bring a lot of hot dogs. You got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And buns.
Exactly.
No. We already established a hot dog.
Bun without the bun.
A hot dog is the package.
It's the package.
So if you tell somebody, go to the store and buy me a package of hot dogs, they're going to come back with the buns and the hot dogs.
Yeah.
And then you're going to put some assembly required.
Exactly.
And I hope there's instructions on the back.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so now if you're a man and you want to become a woman, or you're a man and you are a woman, okay?
Okay.
Because we've seen this, Robin. We went to a couple schools in the last couple of months, and we realized that our generation thinks of this way differently than the young people.
Exactly.
The young people have a way different feeling about what a man is and what a woman is. You are what you believe you are.
That's right.
And who am I to say? But anyway, the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee, the school you went to,
that's right,
is offering a transition in UWM. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is the school. A transitioning at UWM resource.
University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
Campus,
okay, I'm sorry. Okay. So as part of the university's transitioning program, the university is encouraging students to utilize voice feminization therapy for male to female transgender clients.
Okay.
This is offered at the UWM Speech and Language Clinic.
See, the University of Wisconsin has always been cutting edge.
This is cutting edge.
It's
considered a non-medical option. It is voice feminization, and you get to go as a guy. Now, I don't know what they do for the women, and learn how to speak like a woman. Now, let me tell you something. This is nothing new.
Puts a whole new meaning to the word vocal coach.
Exactly, because Frank Sinatra at one time had this idea to do a duet with himself.
Okay.
But he wanted his other voice to be feminine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he went to a
So he went there, and this is a sample of what it sounded like.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
And then he tried it the other way.
My friend, I'll say it clear.
I think he did pretty good.
I think so.
I'll state my case, of which
He was able to go back and forth. Watch this, watch this. See, he could do this.
He did so good.
He was very good at doing the feminization thing. So good that he then overdubbed over himself, and he did this. Are you ready?
And more, much more than this. I did it my
Well,
it would have been better if it was in the same key, I think. But
I think so,
I think it would have been better, the whole voice feminization thing.
Wow. He must have been a...
Good morning. You're on the
air. Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin. Larry, do you know what a sex change is called from a woman to a man?
Let me think what that might be called. No, I don't.
It's called an addictomy.
Oh! Oh,
have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, take that one with us.
That's a great one.
Good morning. You're on the air. This is serious
hello.
stuff today. Good morning. Yes, it's Thursday or Friday? Oh, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, hello. How you doing?
Welcome back, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
It was a rough day yesterday.
What happened?
Hey, I also went to UWM in Milwaukee, and I'll tell you one thing about that school. That school is too close to the breweries.
And they have a cool guest house too. So,
Right. And as far as the hot dog, whether it's a sandwich or not, all I know is the government says it's poison, and it's in the same category as bacon and as factory art, so you shouldn't be eating it.
Yeah, it's like a cigarette. Yes, hot dog is like a cigarette.
Okay, thank you, guys.
That's what I heard. All right, we better take our break. Here's Frank again. We better take our break, and we'll be right back. I promise we'll do some more serious stuff on the other side. I think I was just in the mood for Friday. We'll be right back.
My friend, I'll say it clear.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, sunshine mixed with clouds and quite warm, high 85 to 89. Partly cloudy tonight, low 69 well inland, 75 along the coast. For tomorrow and Saturday, times of sun and clouds. There can be a shower with thunderstorm in spots, mainly during the afternoon hours of each day. The high those days, 85 to 89. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood, and when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
The Kingdom of the Sun Concert Band, under the leadership of conductor Les Muncaster, presents the musical presentation Veterans Like the Stars. It'll be on Sunday, November 8th at 6:30 p.m. at the Ocala, Marion County Veterans Memorial Park. Free admission. Bring your families, your friends, your blankets, your lawn chairs, and join the Kingdom of the Sun Concert Band for a very special evening of music, fireworks, and good old American spirit. For more information, call 624-9291 or go online to kingdomofthesunband.org. All right, 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. Let's stick to our promise and go to the serious side of the news. Let's see what we have here. The plane crash in Egypt, right? Is that where it was? U.S. intelligence analysis suggests ISIS may have bombed Metrojet Flight 9268. The British have come to the same conclusion. Officials say signs pointing to ISIS are based on monitoring of internal messages of the terror group. ISIS has publicly taken credit for the attack, but there are doubters. Officials in Egypt and Russia said so far there's no evidence to support ISIS's claims. As the investigation continues, Metrojet's entire Airbus A321 fleet has been grounded for additional safety checks. There is discussion that there was some kind of evidence seen. I don't know how they do this thing, but I guess from a satellite that they saw heat around the plane just before it exploded. I don't even know how they do that, but sounds like something they probably can do. Evidence now suggests that a bomb planted by the Islamic State militant group is the likely cause of last week's crash of a Russian airliner over Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. CNN reported last night that U.S. intelligence sources are now leaning toward the theory that an airport insider, possibly in airport security or a baggage handler, planted the bomb on board the plane. It could have been a simple timer or a pressure gauge designed to detonate at a certain altitude. Robert Baer, a former CIA officer and author, told CNN that he thought a plastic explosive was a likely tool. He said it would have been quite easily for the terrorist group to have the expertise to design such a device. He said the technology was widespread in Baghdad among insurgents during the Iraq War. Islamic State, also known as ISIS, which controls swaths of Iraq and Syria and is battling the Egyptian army in the Sinai Peninsula, said again on Wednesday that it brought the plane down, adding it would eventually tell the world how it carried out the attack. Scary stuff.
Very scary. Very scary.
Britain yesterday cited the likely possibility of an explosive device as the cause of the crash, but made no mention of any group. Let's see, who do we have here? Philip Hammond, Britain's Foreign Secretary, said, "We have concluded that there is a significant possibility that the crash was caused by an explosive device on board the aircraft." Hammond's remarks came as Britain prepares to host a visit by Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi this week. Egypt, a close ally of the U.S., and the most populous Arab country, dismissed a similar claim of responsibility for the crash by Islamic State on Saturday. Anyway, I don't know. It's hard. How do you debate this one? A Russian aviation official said the investigation was looking into the possibility of an object stowed on board causing the disaster. Security experts and investigators said have said the plane is likely to have been struck from the outside, and Sinai-based militants are not believed to possess the technology to shoot down a jet from a cruising altitude above 30,000 feet. Any evidence that a bomb knocked the plane out of the sky would deal a heavy blow to tourism in Egypt. Of course. Sinai province has killed hundreds of Egyptian soldiers and police since Sisi, as army chief, toppled Islamist President Mohammed Morsi in 2013 after mass protests against his rule. This is just one of those stories that just goes on and on and on, and everybody's speculating about what it could be. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? How do we debate it? Late yesterday, the Irish Aviation Authority directed all Irish airlines not to fly to or from the Sinai Peninsula until further notice. The Russian-operated plane was registered in Ireland. Really? And the IAA is taking part in the official investigation of the crash.
Gosh.
In an audio message posted on Twitter, Islamic State's Egyptian affiliate insisted on yesterday that it was behind the crash. It said, I guess this is the translation, "We, with God's grace, are the ones who brought it down, and we are not obliged to discuss the mechanism of its demise." No, I don't think God gave his grace to that. Please don't even begin to put God in there. You're crazy.
No, that is absolutely nuts.
What else? Where's my other news here? Democratic presidential candidate Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders introduced a bill yesterday to end the federal prohibition on marijuana. The first such bill to ever be introduced in the Senate, according to the marijuana legalization advocates. This is a very debatable one. This is an easily debatable one.
Okay.
Sanders went farther than any other presidential candidate last week on the question of ending the drug war when he called for lifting the federal ban on marijuana And he followed up this week by introducing a bill in the Senate to remove marijuana from the federal government's list of Schedule 1 drugs, which includes other illegal substances such as heroin and LSD.
Yeah, they're not in the same category.
Sanders told reporters, quote, "It is absurd that it is compared to or treated the same as heroin is." Last week, Sanders told an audience of college students that ending marijuana prohibition was essential to ending racial disparities in the criminal justice system.
Okay.
It's a separate and also debatable issue.
Yes.
Although about the same proportion of blacks and whites use marijuana, a black person is almost 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana possession than a white person. Too many Americans have seen their lives destroyed because they have criminal records as a result of marijuana use.
Well, it's against the law, and it's common sense that, if you get caught, you're going to have a record, so,
Yeah, I think I agree with him, though, on this one.
I mean, they should decriminalize it. They should make it legal, just like alcohol,
Well, then you agree with him, too.
Yes, I do.
This is the first time a bill to end federal marijuana prohibition has been introduced in the U.S. Senate. Tom Angel, the chairman of the pro-legalization group Marijuana Majority, told reporters, "A growing majority of Americans want states to be able to enact their own marijuana laws without harassment from the Department of what is DEA again?
I don't know. Department, I don't know. My mind is a blank right now. The DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency.
I don't know.
That's what it is, the Drug Enforcement Agency.
The bill would not legalize marijuana, but rather leave its legal status up to individual states. See, I like that even better. It would ban interstate transport of marijuana, but it is still the most wide-sweeping marijuana bill to be introduced in the Senate, which is traditionally more reserved than the House on this issue. Senator Rand Paul, who is running for the Republican nomination for president, joined Democratic Senators Cory Booker and Kristen Gillibrand to introduce a bill earlier this year that would lift the federal ban on medical marijuana.
Well, I agree with the bill, but in the meantime, it's still against the law. So if a person's going to break the law, you have a chance of getting caught, and you got to suffer the consequences.
I know, but some of these guys have a cigarette and they're in jail for a year or more, and then they have this record. It is really a crazy law, if you think about it.
It is, but it's still a law, and you have to abide by it until you can change it. So I hope it's changed soon.
Well, that is
legal.
And what you're saying is what I used to tell the kids when I worked at the detention center. They were in there for marijuana.
Yeah.
And they would say, it's a stupid law. And I would say, yeah, it is a stupid law, but it's the law. And and living this life that we live is sort of like a game. If you understand the rules of the game, then you're better off.
That's right.
It's sometimes hard to touch the base, but you have to touch the base if you want to be safe.
Well, smoke it at home. Don't smoke it out in public. Just have your own special place inside your home and close your drapes, and you'll be fine.
You're encouraging people to break the law.
Until the law's changed. No, don't whine. If you're smoking in public and you get caught, don't whine if they arrest you.
In Mexico, speaking of marijuana, the Mexican Supreme Court ruled in favor of 4 people who want to grow and smoke pot, setting precedents in that country. The court says it's their right to light up in Mexico, which is a lot of people think opens the door to legalizing the drug in marijuana. In Mexico.
Yeah, well, probably.
La cucaracha. Remember the song La Cucaracha?
Yes.
Marijuana que fumar is the words, right?
I
La
had no clue.
La cucaracha.
I had no clue what the words
Marijuana que fumar. Marijuana is what I smoke. It's a cockroach. and by the way, there were 2 cockroaches in my home today.
Yes.
Doing it.
Really?
Yes.
You saw them?
Yes.
Wow.
And I was thinking about intelligent design.
Yes.
Now you think about this. I know I'm changing subjects greatly, but this is my thought on this. When we have people who want to convince us there's no God and there's no intelligent design, why do roaches have to have sex? I mean, couldn't God have made them the kind of animal that just splits? You don't need a second one.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like somebody said, well, why do you need 2 sexes? Well, so that we all look different.
Yeah.
They don't look different.
No. No.
The cockroach babies that grow up look just like them.
Well, did you squash them? Did you spray them with bug spray? Did you get rid of them?
They're gone.
Oh, good.
They're gone.
And you won't have a million
I interrupted.
more by tomorrow.
I interrupted their cockroachocoitus.
Oh, good. You should have done it in private.
All right. Did I promise some serious talking? I did.
Well, you did with the bombing of the plane.
And also in the news, what did I have here? In the local news. Well, I guess I have nothing else.
Oh, okay.
Today is National Donut Day. Go get a donut.
Oh, maybe the veterans will bring some in.
It's National Love Your Red Hair Day.
Okay.
So if you have red hair, love it.
Okay.
It's also National Men Make Dinner Day.
Okay.
You must cook, no barbecue allowed. Men, make your dinners.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. The UK grounding flights between Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, and Britain in the wake of the Russian plane crash. British Prime Minister saying results of the probe are not yet in.
The reason we've acted before that is because of intelligence and information we had that gave us the concern that it was more likely than not it was a terrorist bomb.
David Cameron a short while ago. An investigation underway in Louisiana after a shooting which left a 6-year-old boy dead. The suspect, with his son in his car, allegedly backing the vehicle into marshals when they fired. And on country music's biggest night, Luke Bryant holding on to Entertainer of the Year award at the CMA Awards on ABC.
Such an amazing moment for everybody out on the road that helps my shows.
Female and Male Vocalist of the Year awards went respectively to superstar Miranda Lambert and rising star Chris Stapleton.
Fox's Ashley Dvorkin in Asheville. Fox News. We report. You decide.
I'm in almost every school bus and classroom. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to bed hungry. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Dean Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on weed control for an overall aesthetic appearance. Dean Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440 or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Dean Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440.
It's the end of the fiscal year, and that means budget cuts and number crunching. Now's the time of the year you're evaluating your expenses, planning your budget, and finding ways to save money and increase efficiency to maximize profits. Dex Imaging understands and delivers. Call Dex Imaging today for a free document management evaluation. Cutting your office expenses is as easy as calling Dex Imaging. 352-266-0